Okay, so back to the bantamweight tournament. We have a rematch, Yanni Perez versus Joseph Agbeko 2. Sonia, have you ever had a rematch as an amateur?
Well, I did. Tanzi, who I beat in the Golden Gloves my first time in New York, had beat me in the amateurs about a year prior to that. So beating her was a really good feeling, you know. I was really nervous, and just making that comeback and taking the win was good.
And Aris, what do you think of Agbeko's chances this time around versus Perez?
I think it was a very close fight the first time. Very close, very strong fight. And I think Agbeko, if he can make the right adjustments, he has a very good shot of beating. Yanni Perez in the rematch. I still favor Perez in the fight, but Agbeko is going to make it very close.
Okay. And then the other fight on the bantamweight tournament, we have Vic Darchinyan versus Abner Mares, which should be an interesting fight. And then on the HBO card, we have Amir Khan versus Marcos Maidana. That is a very interesting fight because, you know, Khan is a very talented guy. He's got speed. He's got an offensive arsenal. But there have been questions about his chin. Maidana is a tough Argentine fighter, and he is a come-forward slugger. And he beat up Victor Ortiz last time. So what do you think happen?
I think it could go either way. Amir Khan could outbox him the entire way. I mean, he has Freddie Roach behind him. He's looking great in his last few fights. But you have to remember that chin. Plus, he hasn't been fighting anyone with serious power as of late. If Marcos Maidana cags him, it could be over. So you don't know. That's the intangible right now. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a great fight, and Maidana's going to be dangerous throughout. That's going to be the deciding factor. So I expect Khan to win, but it should be very close.
I think the Argentinians are very strong. You know, they eat raw steak down in Argentina. If he catches Amir Khan in the chin, he's going to go down.
He will.
You know, they're strong men down there.
And there's going to be a point where Khan's going to have to stand still and try to fight him, and that's what's going to be the deciding factor. We're going to see right then if Amir Khan has enough reflexes to stay away.
Right. And also on the card, the guy that Maidana beat, Victor Ortiz versus Lamont Peterson.
Very intriguing fight.
That's an intriguing fight. Peterson's coming off a loss to Bradley. What do you think about that fight?
Very good fight. I can't wait for that fight. I'm actually looking forward to it more than Maidana Khan. And Ortiz, very explosive, but at the same time, he's still been a little gun-shy after the Maidana fight. Lamont Peterson, he has something to prove after looking pretty bad against Timothy Bradley. I know he's coming to bring it. He feels this is going to be his redemption. And I expect Peterson to win. I'm calling an upset. I think Peterson beats Ortiz in a very good fight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sonia,
that's a big bet. I don't know about that. I don't know if that's going to happen, but, you know, who knows? On any night, it's any boxer's night.
Exactly.
So you never know.
Okay. I guess we have to give an obligatory minute to Pacquiao. The rumors he might fight in April. I'm actually kind of over the Pacquiao Mayweather fight. I think, you know what? If they're not going to fight in 2011, if it's not going to be in April, I don't want to see the fight. They're both getting old. The skill sets are going to change. Not interesting anymore to me. I'm tired of waiting for it.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Enough is enough. Both guys come up with different excuses. Mayweather has a litany of, you know, different lot of things going on. So when the fight happens, it happens. I'm not worried about it. Boxing will continue.
Right.
Correct, with or without him.
Exactly.
And let's pay homage to another guy who's riding into set now, Nate Campbell, who lost his last fight on the undercard of the Juan Manuel Marquez, Michael Casillas fight. He started in boxing late. He got some really amazing victories, and he had a really tough road. And now he's retiring, and hopefully he'll find peace now and get his finances together.
He was always one of my favorite fighters, and exactly what you just said. Hope he finds peace in his career.
Yeah, I mean, it's terrible, you know, the whole thing that happened with Joan Guzman and that fight falling through, because that was like when he was supposed to cash in on his victory versus Juan Diaz.
But, you know, Nate was always an overachiever, and you have to give him that. He upset Juan Diaz when he was at his top. He beat a lot of other quality fighters and always brought the fight, always gave the fans their money's worth.
Right.
And when he was on ESPN, he was a very decent commentator, so maybe he has a future in doing that. And so, Nate, we wish you the best. And that's it for the show. Thank you, Sonia, for your comments. Thank you for all of Sonia's fans for calling in. Thank you, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Auntie Jenny called in.
And I want to wish everybody out there happy holidays, and we'll see you next week on FCNYC. Take care, everybody.
Thank you. Good night.
Good show.
Day.